Oh, here we go. Another video for our little buddy Izemic. You know, this is your perfect crack squad example. You know, came after me because I called Brian Upchurch out. Never said a word to this person, don't know this person, never had any interaction with this person, nothing. Took it upon himself to decide he knows things about my life he couldn't possibly know, and made over 40 videos slandering me and trolling me till he finally got a response out of me over a 10-week period. And now he's a victim all of a sudden because somebody did back to him what he's been doing to me for 10 weeks nonstop. All because I called Ryan, not because I did something to him. No. Because I called Ryan Upchurch out for using his social media influence to destroy small people. So, turns out our buddy Izemic is nothing but a big, huge hypocrite. No, we're not talking 25 years ago. We're talking just last summer. So, yeah, there's another one that, and I guess, you know, shout out to the mole. Go show his channel some love. Her channel, whoever, took the time to throw this video together for us. Yeah, he's a woman beater. That's right. And I guess there's more to come with pictures. Now, you've heard me say before, you know, of course, I haven't been making any videos for the last 2 or 3 days. We've been really busy here. I made a couple of trips to Detroit, and then we had a death in the family. My wife's nephew / stepson had a heart attack, died suddenly with a heart attack. It was a shock to everybody. So haven't had the time to do any videos till today. But anyway, as you guys have heard me say before, Crack Squad are perverts. Okay, that's all they ever have on their mind is sexual acts involving children, rape, or animals or something. They're just that's all they. Doesn't matter who they have a disagreement with. Somewhere in that disagreement, that person's a pedophile, guilty of rape, or some kind of a sexual pervert, something. So here we go as an example.
There's dudes like me that are at work every day, that their wives are watching you and sending you money. That I got a problem with. Ladies, this dude is a sexual predator.
Oh, I bet he is.
I don't give a damn what he says to you. Listen, his actions speak way.
Now, what he's talking about is a dude that just grabbed a bullhorn out of some damn annoying lady that has been that thinks she's, you know, she's like Ryan Upchurch, only, you know, Ryan Upchurch finally came down, realized he wasn't, you know, Inspector Gadget. But this lady still thinks she's like some kind of an official investigator. And she goes to these people's houses and bothering them and shit. And this dude yanked her megaphone out of her hand and got arrested for it. And well, now he's a sexual predator.
Louder than words. Now, the link that I dropped in my last video was the lady that, you know, Dolly held down and forced herself on her.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Now, I also heard a video where he's trying to separate himself from his brother's actions.
Now, see, this is another one that kills me. The guilt by association games that Crack Squad is all so too happy to play in. Only, you know, we all know they don't keep the best company, right? And I would not have one bit of control over something my brother might do tomorrow. Right? I would have no control over that. If one of my kids went out and did something tomorrow, much I could do about it. Not while they were doing it, and I wasn't there. Right? But all this guilt by association game that Crack Squad just loves to wallow in, you know. And, you know, you guys' same guilt by association games are going to get your boy burned. You know, because I know for certain Upchurch has been around some nefarious folks. So, but let's hear some more of this guilt by association.
You can't do that because your brother lived at your address at the time when he was molesting his daughter, who was very young.
Allegedly, some YouTuber said.
At the time, y'all. She was like 11, maybe 12 years old, 13 at the most. And I watched the video where he was bragging to everybody.
Do you guys believe that? Do you believe this guy made a video bragging that he molested his daughter? See, this is what I mean. Yeah, it's just crack squad. They're just the biggest gullible idiots on the internet. Just believe the damnedest shit. Yeah, he's going to tell you a story how this guy made a video bragging about molesting his daughter. Like that would even be real.
Like it was okay. Oh, we don't just F. We make love. I give her 45 minutes of foreplay. No, it's sick.
Jesus.
It was sick. I couldn't even watch it all the way through.
That's not true. You whacked off before it was over. And then that brings us to this next guy. Okay. Now, my listeners know that there's a lady, this Linda Wolf. Okay, I've got her full name and address finally. It was sent to me. You guys all know she's trolled me relentlessly for 10 weeks. I've not responded to her, never spoke to her, don't know her from Adam, have never done anything to her, never had any exchange with her, nothing, right? Everything that she's came at me with was white knighting for Ryan Upchurch. I called Ryan Upchurch out. This lady came out of that woodwork coming after me, okay? She has shared my social security number. She has doxed my address, doxed my wife, doxed kids. She called CPS and has been encouraging other people to call CPS and has made dozens of videos trolling me and came to my channel hurling insults at me. Right? For 10 weeks. I've not said not a word to her. Not a word. Till just the other day when I finally said, look, I'm done playing with you. I know exactly who you are. I got your name. I got your address. It was sent to me, and it's time for you to just knock it off. Okay? Now listen to this. Now, Crack Squad builds an alternative universe that they live in. They build this fake world, and then they believe in it, and then they live in it like it's real. They just make stuff up. Listen to this nonsense. You've got to listen to this nonsense.
Okay, people, it's Micro Trucker here, catching in with a short. Anybody ever notice that Psychobabble is pissed off at Ryan Upchurch for the shit that he said to Izemic?
It wasn't what he said to Izemic, you moron. It's what he done to everybody involved in that case. And what Crack Squad did to him afterwards, and him knowing full well that's what Crack Squad would do to him. You know, making it so someone, you know, some poor 17-year-old girl can't even use her social media anymore because as soon as she logs on, she's got Crack Squad doxing her and attacking her. You guys saw what's done to me. They did the same thing. Those guys, men, Rusty Truck, Power Stroke's daddy, and Power Stroke, the other two dipshits, and Ryan Upchurch, just literally wreaked havoc on 4 people's lives for a solid month from Ryan Upchurch's social media platform. All the while watching Crack Squad wreak havoc in their life, dox their place of work, dox their car, dox their license plate, call their job, leak their military records. I can go on for 20 minutes. It wasn't I was mad because he said something mean to Izemic. If that was the case, who would give a shit? It's all the bullshit combined. And it's been going on. You know, I just went to Heavy Duty Country's page just the other day, and there was Crack Squad in the comments. It's been almost a year since Ryan Upchurch told those lies, Crack Squad, lies, about Heavy Duty Country. lies he told. And Crack Squad's still there bothering the guy, and I can promise you that every one of these women that were drug into the Kylie Rodney case by Ryan Upchurch tripping on meth are going to still be getting shit from Crack Squad a year from now, the same way I'll be. So let's keep it real, buddy. It's more than him just saying something to her. There's a big difference. Big difference. Permanent, long-lasting damage.
But doesn't realize that when he goes to Linda the Wolf, he's doing the same shit that he's...
Now, you notice how he said goes to Linda the Wolf. Let me tell you something, buddy. I want to see you provide one smidgen of evidence that I've ever said or done anything to her. The only interaction I've ever had with her was on my channel, where she came to my channel, and I responded to her in a comment. That's doing something to her? Responding to her in a comment is doing something to her? Let's try the fact that she called CPS and tried to encourage others to do so. Let's talk about the fact she was passing my social security number around to people. She doxed my address. She doxed my wife. She doxed my children. And you've got the audacity and the stupidity and the ignorance to make a video like this. I've not done one thing to that stupid lunatic out here white knighting for Ryan Upchurch like a green room groupie. Because that's what it's all about. I've never done anything to her, Buster. Not one thing have I ever done to that crazy lunatic.
Claiming that Ryan Upchurch did. He is running that woman through the ringer.
I've ran her through the ringer. Where did this happen at? Where did this happen? It's the other way around, you stupid lunatic. Nobody has done anything to her. She has done nothing but attack me and Izemic from day one. The shit she's done to Izemic is unbelievable. Literally trying to disrupt the lives of special needs children, the white knight for some other YouTuber, is a little over the top. Wouldn't you think? So I don't know what kind of bullshit you're trying to pull, but you're an idiot. There isn't one person going to believe the crap coming out of your mouth. Nobody done anything to Linda Wolf. Nobody's done anything to her. I have, especially me, I have all but ignored her. More than I should have. I should have came down on her like a ton of bricks when she doxed my address. But I chose to ignore the stupid bitch. And look where it got me. Ignoring her. Totally ignoring her. Passing my social security number around. She is no victim, buddy. Crack Squad is no victim. You people are despicable.
And down the drain. To a United States soldier.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, first.
Being in the military doesn't give you a free pass to just do shit to people. No, no, no. Unlike Izemic, who didn't do a damn thing to anyone, this lady has done a shit ton of stuff to people. So she would deserve anything that would be unleashed on her, and I'm this close to posting every bit of her personal information, including her superior officer's name and phone number and all of it. I'm this close. Because I've had it with her trolling me. Had it. I don't care if you like Ryan Upchurch, lady. What he does to people's wrong, period. Now let's listen to this. Now, I've told you guys before, Crack Squad lives in an alternative universe. About 2 months ago, when Uncle Will made his videos claiming that I was a 3-time registered sex offender because every time Crack Squad has a disagreement with somebody, it's child sex comes out, right? He also said I had a old truck with a bad transmission. He just pulled that out of his ass, right? He wouldn't know. He lives in Florida. I live in Ohio. He would have no way of knowing, right? He just pulled it out his ass. Now, I think it's pretty well established that I'm a retired mechanic and I own a shop. And the even funnier part is transmissions are my forte. My family owns a transmission shop that's been open since 1934. It's still open today. Let's listen to this dipshit.
First off, I'm not embarrassed by anything I've ever done to you or said to you. You still owe me $500.
That should right there should embarrass you. You don't win bets on technicalities, okay? You can't make a bet on the purple horse, okay, to win, right? And then during the race, there's an earthquake, and the ground opens up and swallows all the other horses, and the purple one's still standing there. You don't get to collect your bet that the purple one won, right? The same way you don't get to win a bet claiming I appeared on someone's podcast because they posted a link, and when I clicked on it, it went to their podcast and I typed "nice try" and left. That's not appearing on someone's podcast. Appearing on someone's podcast is appearing. Just what it means, appearing on the podcast. So you just sound like a dipshit continuing to try to collect money on something so silly. I'll still bet you won't find me where I ever went on that dipshit's podcast. Period. Wouldn't do it. I would never go on a podcast hosted by somebody called Dope Dad.
Get that out of the way. Now, I'm about to prove that you're a fucking liar real quick. Why don't you drive that fucking truck with the bad transmission you swore
I drive it almost every day.
you could drive and it wasn't a bad transmission? Why don't you go drive it real fast?
Why would I want to do that? I drive it all the time. I've had years. Drive it when I need to drive it.
You know you can't drive a truck with a bad transmission.
That'd be hard to do. But unlike you, if one of the 3 trucks that I own, actually, I see Crack Squad, you only know about me what you've seen on camera. You don't know everything about me. I've got 3 trucks, son. Not 1, but 3. Got a box truck, I got a Ford Ranger, and I got an F-350. I can drive any one of them anytime I want. And if the transmission went bad in one of them, guess what? I will pull it in my shop and fix it, because that's what I do. And even if I wasn't a mechanic, I'm certainly financially stable enough to have my vehicle repaired if something went wrong with it. So I don't know, these fantasy worlds that you live in are remarkable. But I'll tell you what, I'll take your bet, and if I make a video from my truck showing that you're just an idiot, right, believing in some stupid made-up fairy tale, again, then you gotta, what's your constellation? Do you have to hold up a sign saying I'm a stupid crackhead that believed in fairy tales? Because that's what this is, another fairy tale you're believing in. Uncle Will pulled that out of his ass. How would he have any idea what's anything to do with any vehicle of mine? He wouldn't unless I told him.
You and I both know that, so yeah.
No, we don't both know that. Nothing wrong with the transmission in any of my vehicles. And if there was something wrong with it, unlike you, I could fix it.
So right there proves you're full of shit.
No, that proves you're a dumbass believing in fairy tales. That's what it believes. And secondly, you've got to quit living in this fantasy world where when I make a video, it's about you. I've never made a video. This is the first time I'm making a video addressing you or speaking to you or anything. Nothing I've ever said pertained to you unless you made it pertain to you. So if you believed in Ryan Upchurch's fairy tale, you're crack squad, buddy. I'm sorry. But that was one of the most far-fetched, unbelievable, silly, cartoonish-like conspiracy theories ever concocted. And anyone that believed in it for even a minute is a dumbass. Period.
No, I'm claiming I'm a crackhead. I've never done crack a day in my life.
I find that hard to believe.
Your son was addicted to meth. Like father, like son, the apple doesn't far.
No, actually, that had nothing to do with meth. That was heroin. Heroin. Not meth. Heroin. Let's get it right.
Things.
See? So there you go. You don't even know that. Oh, downtown. So this one here, this is downtown Cambridge, Ohio. I thought you guys might check this out. They put out all these mannequins around Christmas time. Cambridge, Ohio. Really awesome. They set up all these mannequins during the holidays. They got these things everywhere. They're in the storefronts, and you can go in the stores and you'll find them inside the courthouse. Pretty cool. I mean, I think it's neat that a town goes to that much effort. See them all of them in the storefronts there. I just think it's awesome that a town goes to that much effort to ring in a holiday spirit. It's just a positive thing. I mean, it just is. I wish more towns, that size would do that, because it brings people together at a time when the media and social media and corporations are doing everything they can do to separate us. But I think it's cool. So if you're in the Ohio area and you can make your way to Cambridge during the holidays, it's definitely worth it. A lot of cool Christmassy shops in town too, like all these little stores and stuff. They just all got something cool going on. Have to maybe, we'll do another video here soon. There's a place here called Ogilvy Park that they decorate like I mean, it's a pretty big deal. So yeah, we'll take a cruise through there. They do all these lights and animations and laser show and all kind of stuff, and it's all done around this big golf course just across the Ohio border in Wheeling, West Virginia. But anyway, just thought I'd do a video, catch up with everybody. I know, missed a live a couple nights. Like I say, made a couple runs to Detroit, and then we had a sudden death in the family that nobody, it was a big shock. So hope everybody's having a good time. Probably be doing a live tonight, and yeah, Crack Squad, you guys just keep delivering, okay? Nobody done anything to Linda Wolf, buddy. Linda Wolf has trolled me relentlessly, and I have ignored her up until just a day ago. So I don't want to hear it. That's the first response she got out of me when I posted her threats to call CPS and pass my social security number around. All to White Knight for Ryan Upchurch, because I've never done anything to her. I don't know the lady. So save it, buddy. No. Big difference. And hey, all my supporters, appreciate it. Be live again tonight. More videos coming. Like and subscribe.